AI content has flooded the internet, and one area in particular that I think is interesting is AI life hacks. Because it's one thing to use AI for entertainment, and it's another to use AI to try to teach somebody something. And so today, I'll be testing out some of the most popular and crazy AI life hacks out there to see whether or not they actually work. So let's get testing and see if you can trust AI. Okay, this video is incredibly popular from Luma Transform. It says, white sculptural planter brightens the entry. All right, it looks like we have, what is that, concrete? Is that a towel dipped in concrete? Where am I supposed to get concrete? Okay, then you drape it over a bucket. Thank you, AI person. This actually looks somewhat real. I mean, it's not, but okay. So the towel hardens from the cement and then you create a really cool vase. Wow. All right, not the most egregious AI video. I mean, I was honestly personally fooled for about 5 seconds. Then I had a couple of inconsistencies, but pretty cool that you're able to theoretically make a cement vase using a towel. Let's see if AI is right on this one or not. So we're gonna try to recreate that life hack right there, in which you can create basically a cement vase by dipping like a cloth into cement, letting it dry, and then it keeps a really cool form. So right here we have the towel, and then I have some cement mix right here. So let's go ahead and dip this in and submerge it, and then we're gonna leave it draped for like 24 hours, and we should have a really cool vase. In you go. Right into all the concrete. I could actually see this one working because concrete, you don't mess with that. They bury people in this. Okay, so I've mixed it up a bunch, and I think we're ready because we now have our completely cement-soaked cloth. Here's what it looks like. Oh yeah. Whoa, this is heavy. And then we're gonna drape it over this bucket. And now it's on there, completely soaked in everything. So it's got all the concrete on it. We're gonna wait 24 hours, let this thing dry, and then see if it forms exactly as it looks. Okay guys, so it's officially been 24 hours. So I wanna see whether or not this concrete vase is actually intact and if I'm able to put things in it and if it has some sort of structural integrity. So I haven't touched this in a while. Oh, wait a second. This is as hard as a rock, no pun intended. Okay, I think this is actually gonna work. This one might be the coolest one yet. There we go. It looks like it's holding shape. Let me flip this over. Wow. Towel vase actually worked. Look at this. And it keeps its form perfectly, but it actually does have like a little bit of malleability, which is cool. And I think this could probably support like water and just really anything within it. So this is what it looks like. Absolutely worked. So this AI life hack certainly does yield for you a concrete vase if you leave it for 24 hours soaked in concrete. That's a cool one. I might unironically use this. It's probably the coolest vase you can make. So it looks like this AI life hack has to do with glue. So let's see what it says.
Oh, come on! My fingers are already glued together, and now you're bringing salt? Are you getting hit for food with stop!
Wait, salt can get rid of glue on fingers? Do you know how many times I've accidentally gotten glue on my fingers and then you have to pull, kind of like from A Christmas Story when the tongue gets stuck to the pole and then it's like, and you don't want to break the skin, but then I always end up breaking the skin. So you're telling me this entire time I could have just used salt? Okay, AI, please do not let me down on this one. I am very excited because if this works, this is a game changer for everybody who plays around with Elmer's glue. So right here I have super glue, and the warning on here says bonds to skin in seconds. But have no fear. Salt is here, because apparently, according to that AI life hack, if you pour a little bit of salt in between your fingers, it magically breaks apart. So that glue bond is broken basically immediately. Let's go ahead and put a little amount on my middle finger. I'm going to stick that. How is it already stuck? That is actually insane. I'm pulling and I'm stuck. So now we're gonna put some salt on this bad boy. Let's see if it does anything. There we go. Salt, mix it around there. Oh, get in there, and the salt, break the glue. Okay, wait a second. No way. I think the salt actually works. And that's super glue right there. Wow, that salt just ate up the glue. Yeah, I can't even like reconnect. Like the salt is just gone on my fingers. I thought for sure that was not going to work. Like my fingers were stuck with that super glue as you saw, but with enough salt, I guess it dissolves or interferes with the binding that happens with the super glue, so you're able to just remove it pretty instantly. That is a very cool one. I feel like I wouldn't have known that without that AI life hack, so hey, credit where credit's due. That one absolutely works. So this AI life hack is all about the hair straightener, so let's see what life hack I can use with the hair straightener. I think I have one of these, not for my hair, but I mean, maybe you could straighten this. All right, let's see.
Hair straightener. And you've been using me wrong for years. I'm not just for hair. Watch this.
What else you got?
Open snack bag? No
Yes.
clip? Just press the edge.
No way. You're telling me I use a hair straightener to reseal a bag of chips? I'm not convinced. Actually, I am a little convinced. That makes sense. The heat and the plastic, it just kind of like will melt it and reseal it. All right, you know what? I'm gonna remain optimistic. I think this one's going to work. Hopefully. So if you're somebody who doesn't finish their chips and you want to save them for later maybe, just get a hair straightener according to AI and you're able to reseal your bag. So I'm gonna open this bag of chips up, just like so. Pretty standard. I think that's how most people open bags. Take one of these out. Oh, it's actually pretty good. But now I'm full. One is enough for me. And then you want to reseal the bag. So what you're gonna do is just hold it like so, get your straightener. So I tried to reseal my chips and instead this is what I got. I guess it's technically sealed, like you're not gonna have the big chips fall out. So in a way it works. I have another bag of chips, let me try once more. Okay, so here's the party size. So you're definitely not finishing this. Crack it open a bit, take a chip. Garbage, we don't like it. So what we wanna do is seal. Yes. Yes! And it doesn't look the prettiest, but as you can see, the bag is now officially resealed, no chips falling out, and you can now reopen it again for later. So that AI life hack absolutely works. Pretty cool thing to do. So if you have a straightener, be careful. You don't wanna burn yourself, and you also don't wanna have the plastics melt into your chips, but you can, in theory, close your chips. Okay, this video right here is, did you know that besides being delicious, Coca-Cola has many more uses than just
Cola.
All right, it's nice that the creator labeled it as AI generated.
Way more than
So let's see what Coca-Cola can do for us.
Drop your dull, tarnished pennies in a bowl of me for 10 minutes.
Drop pennies for 10 minutes in Coca-Cola and they shine brand new? Okay, there's no way that's real. So you're telling me that if I were to place a rusty penny into Coca-Cola, just like battery acid, it would de-rust and the coin be shiny again? I don't believe that, AI, so let me go ahead and try this. So Coca-Cola can apparently de-rust anything, including coins, and can restore them to their shiny state. So right here, I have a penny that I don't even know. This is from 1951. I didn't know pennies existed back then. But we have a 1 cent coin right here. And what I'm going to do is pour some good old-fashioned Coca-Cola on this, and I'm going to let it sit for about 24 hours, and then apparently the battery acid that is Coca-Cola should rise all the rust off, and then when I pull it out, it's gonna look brand new. Let's give this 24 hours. It's currently soaking in there, and then we'll check back in. Okay guys, so it's been 24 hours, so I'm gonna see if this Coke de-rusted that penny. Here it goes. Wow, I mean, it definitely did something. You could actually see some of the rust coming off. That is all directly from the Coke. Wow, I wonder if I wipe this, if it actually will end up being shiny. Hold on one second. Did this actually work? You can see some of the original metal emerging actually. And while it didn't get everything out, especially on the back, I mean, look at the before and after. This is almost certainly better than what we started with. Actually pretty surprised about that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that that AI life hack was absolutely true. Okay, so this video is about a pineapple. So let's see what AI has to say about this.
Never throw away the top of a pineapple. People who grow pineapples taught me this.
I don't think I usually throw them away.
Top onto a plate and
I like how the AI was taught something. So we're putting baking soda, sugar,
amount of olive oil over
and olive oil on top, all right?
Place the plate into the microwave for exactly 10 seconds. You won't need to buy pineapples from the store anymore. 10 seconds passed. Let's see what happened.
What happens? 10 seconds?
An ordinary pineapple top, you suddenly get a whole, fresh, ripe pineapple. Never throw away the top of a pineapple. People who grow pineapples taught me this.
What are we doing here, guys? Should I end the video? Or should I try this? Okay, I'm gonna try this. This is the stupidest thing I've ever watched in my entire life. You can regrow a pineapple from sugar, baking soda, and olive oil in a microwave for 10 seconds. Too good to be true, but let's try it out. Maybe AI knows something I don't. The infinite pineapple glitch. Let's see if it's real or not. So I have a full pineapple right here, and what I have to do is right around here, just leaving the top of the pineapple, okay? And it looks very scuffed, but technically it doesn't matter because we're gonna grow this back. Pinch of sugar, some baking soda, it's said generously. And then of course some olive oil, and this is actually the growth agent, so this is what makes it actually plump up. So we're gonna be pretty generous with this too. Now we just pop it in the microwave, and I think within 10 seconds, we're gonna see a whole new pineapple spawn. All right, here we go. Good. Let's see if we have a brand new pineapple. As expected, I think it even shrunk. This is smaller than before, so you definitely can't grow back a pineapple using baking soda, sugar, and olive oil. Cool concept, absolutely doesn't work. Super scam right there. AI life hack, does not work. So this video is around the corn trick, as AI calls it. So let's see what that is.
You use me for leftovers. That's adorable. You're ignoring.
All right, use me for leftovers. All right, microwave, teach me something. Still peeling corn the hard way?
4 minutes.
What is this gonna do?
Now watch. You forgot to soften butter?
So they're telling me that I could easily peel corn by putting in the microwave for 4 minutes. It's just supposed to like magically, all those like little strands and stuff come off. All right, this actually could be quite useful. So let's throw some corn in the microwave and see how easy it is to peel. All right, let's see if this works. So I have the corn husk right here, microwave right here. I'm just gonna throw this directly into here for 4 full minutes. That feels like a lot. So Now this is gonna cook up. In the meantime, I wanna show you what it looks like when you're trying to peel just normal corn. I'm not a big corn husker. I haven't shucked too many corn cobs in my day. But this is always the issue. You get a lot of these strands and you're gonna have to just do a little detailing. And while it doesn't take too long, you know, probably 30 seconds or so, apparently this one's instant. So it took me, give or take 20 to 30 seconds. It should be basically 5 seconds here. Now we're gonna compare once this is done microwaving. Okay, the corn is just finished now. Ooh, lots of steam. I don't even think I could touch this. This thing's gonna be so hot. All right, this is very hot, so I have to let it cool down. Michael brought up a good point. It took 4 minutes to heat this up. Now it's gonna take another 2 minutes for it to cool down. Then I have to shuck it. Even if it takes -4 minutes, it's still slower than just the 30 seconds when you just do it normally. All right, let's check out this corn. So visually, looks pretty similar. 6 total minutes to honestly have it a little bit harder. It's like stringy even at the bottom. And it's so hot still. That AI life hack does not work. This is a fan hack if you don't have AC. So I see a fan and I see a bowl of ice, so I'm guessing that you have to put ice in front of the fan.
I'm your
Let's
fan,
see.
trying to help you survive this heat. If it gets unbearable,
If it gets unbearable, place a bowl of ice and salt.
I will blow much cooler
I'll blow
air.
much cooler
Almost
air.
like an air conditioner.
That's actually an interesting one. So if you're somebody and you have just a fan and you want to cool yourself down and you don't really have like robust AC in your house, maybe, just maybe, you can grab ice and salt, put it in front of the fan and cool yourself down. But I will test for you right now so you don't waste your time. So if you have a fan and you want to make air conditioning, so if you want to cool down your spot, but you're just circulating the same room temperature air, all you have to do apparently is get a bowl of ice with salt, and then you blow the air right in front of the ice with the salt on, stand in front of it, and you get a wave of cool air. So I'm gonna test this by first going in front of it. You're just gonna have to trust me. It's actually already kind of cool, honestly. Let's call it 63 degrees. And now I'm going to place the ice in front and put salt on the ice. I don't know what the salt does. Half of it just blew away. I think the salt breaks down the ice, so then there's moisture being lifted, and then that's what's blown to you. And I have to say, it's working. It's very cool right now. I'm getting a little mist of water too. You also have a little snack too. That's disgusting. All right, but that one works. So this account is extremely funny. I came across it. It's a fully AI account that does Zach D Films life hacks, but it's called Muzz D Studio. So the D is the same, and then instead of Zach, it's Muzz, and instead of Films, it's Studio. And I want you to listen to the voice they use to narrate the videos.
If you accidentally write on a whiteboard with a permanent...
This is literally Mark Rober. So it's just like a fusion of all the YouTubers.
Invincible. It just lacks a chemical slip agent.
But anyways, I do want to test this one, so let's see what they have to say.
If you accidentally write on a whiteboard...
Oh, this happens all the time. Permanent marker on a whiteboard, you're done.
Permanent ink isn't invincible. It just lacks a chemical slip agent.
Is that
Take a
so?
regular dry erase marker and draw directly over the permanent ink. The strong
No,
alcohol
well, okay, this
solids in fresh
obviously
marker
isn't
will
true.
break down the dried permanent bonds, allowing you to...
How does that even make sense? So you're telling me the dry erase marker is an eraser for the permanent marker, basically? Muzz D Studio, I don't believe you for this one. Or maybe I should. We won't know until I try it, which will be right now. So I have a permanent marker right here and a dry erase board right here. Now in the past, this was a death sentence. If you had some permanent marker on your dry erase board, as you guys can see, unfortunately, it doesn't come off. It just makes it worse, in fact, if you try to get rid of it. But now they're saying, if you do this, and then put some actual dry erase marker over it, there's a slip agent within this that actually helps dissolve it. So I'm gonna get a lot of that on there. I really hope this one works. Come on, baby. Erase, erase. Wow, and look at that. That does in fact work. So you can get rid of permanent marker by using dry erase. And just to show you that I wasn't lying, here's the original one. Now once I put the dry erase on it, the dissolving solvent kicks in, and it's gone. Okay, AI, I am actually very happy that you taught me that. That was a lifesaver. I mean, it's not completely gone, but you can just keep going over with dry erase until you get it back to perfect. But that one definitely works. Okay, what do we have here? It looks like he's about to open a door.
Did your house key just snap off completely flush inside your front door?
Oh,
Don't panic and
this
call an
does
expensive
happen
locksmith.
time to time.
Grab a standard hot glue
You're trying to
stick
open the
and
door
melt
and then
one
the
end
key
with a lighter
breaks.
until it is bubbling. Press that melted end firmly straight into the key.
Oh, that looks cool actually. Okay, so you melt glue.
around the broken broken metal.
It hardens around, yep.
Piece right out.
And then you could
If
pull it
want
right
your
out.
child to stay away from
And he looks super
phones,
happy.
then make sure to check out my bio.
Make sure to check out my bio. I will not be doing that, but what I will be doing is seeing whether or not this molten glue trick works on keys. Let's break some keys. So if you've ever been unfortunate enough to get your key stuck in the lock and then it breaks and there's no way that you can get in or out of your house, you could use this technique. Hopefully. We don't know if it's true or not yet, but I have the key right here. I have a lock. I'm going to break the key and then wedge it in there, and I'm gonna see if I'm able to get it out using that glue method. So first things first, let's break the key. Okay, that definitely broke. This is what remains of our key, and if I put it into this lock, it's completely in there. Like, there's no way you can get that lock unless you use glue. So here I have a little glue stick, and then I have the heat gun right here, so I'm going to melt some of the glue. So we're melting that glue. Now we have the glue melted. So I'm going to stick this right there, and then once this hardens, I'm going to just yank it out, hopefully. 3, 2, 1. I thought for sure that was going to work, but it doesn't. So melted glue will not, in fact, pull out the key. A little disappointing, so still call a locksmith. All right, Mark Rober, what do we have here now?
Light bulb shatter while still screwed into the socket.
Yep.
Never try to grab the jagged glass.
That happens all the time. Oh, you don't want to touch that for sure. Go to your kitchen, cut a potato. Don't tell me it's gonna be the same thing as the Zach D Films video. Use the potato to get rid of it. Oh, okay.
It safely grips the base.
Yep, so potatoes are apparently these magic vegetables, these bulbous fruits in which you can effectively just pick up glass anyway. Whether it's out of the socket, whether it's broken glass, potatoes are apparently a miracle fruit, vegetable. What are potatoes? Spuds, tubers, YouTuber. Okay, let's try this. Listen closely for this one because you do not want to touch broken glass, and apparently, according to that AI life hack, if you break your bulb like so, is this not a glass bulb? Since when do they make plastic glass bulbs? Okay, I finally found a glass bulb. What happened to good old-fashioned glass? What is this? Oh, so let's say your glass breaks and you need to pick it up. Doesn't work. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this one is about an egg, so let's see what it has to say.
Eggs with your fingernails. You are just ripping the egg.
I do hate peeling hard-boiled eggs,
is the
so please
invisible
teach me something
protein
useful
membrane
here.
Glued underneath. Drop the boiled egg into a small glass.
Okay, drop it into a small glass.
Shake it violently. The water forces.
They didn't, I think Muzz just wants me to look stupid. The AI just wants humans to be stupid. The entire shell is gonna effortlessly slide off just from shaking it in water. Let's see if this is true or not. There's zero shot this is true. You're telling me you could peel a hard-boiled egg by doing that? We'll find out. I'm really excited about this one because it's super hard to peel a hard-boiled egg. You're always ending up just like hundreds of pieces of the shell hardly falling off. So I'm gonna cook a hard-boiled egg right now, and then we're gonna shake it up in a bottle, and it should peel off like you saw all in one. Okay, so our egg should be fully boiled now, so I'm going to put this to a simmer, turn it off, and then let's attempt to unpeel this. So we're putting some cold water into this cup. That should be good. Let's drop this egg in, gonna cover it, and then they said to shake it violently. You want violence, huh? Is that what you want, egg? You want violence? Huh? You like that? You like that? Huh? So the egg should be ready to peel now. According to the AI life hacks, Mark Rober said that we can now crack into it a little bit. Should come off incredibly easy. Why am I not surprised? Let down again by Mark Rober. This does not work at all. I don't know why I even thought that this could work. All I was doing is putting it in water. The shaking does nothing. This was a waste. All right, not gonna lie, this one seems crazy. It's about a dent in wood and how to remove the dent from wood. Isn't it permanent?
If you accidentally drop something heavy,
You accidentally drop something.
it leaves an ugly dent that most people think is permanent.
It is permanent.
But the wood fibers aren't.
But the wood fibers aren't actually missing, they're just crushed. Okay, that makes sense.
Cloth directly over the dent.
So you can iron over the dent dent and eliminate the dent on wood.
Fix it. The heat turns the water into steam, which travels deep into the wood and forces
the compressed fibers to expand.
Shape, completely erasing
As if it... You would think that everybody who owns a piece of wood furniture would know this hack because it's so useful, but I've never heard of this before. I'm not gonna knock it till I try it though. Let's see if AI is right about this one. If you're somebody who has a lot of wood furniture, then listen up right here because this AI life hack is for you. So if you ever get a dent in your furniture or really any piece of wood, you can probably just iron it and then the fibers pull right back up and it goes back to normal. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna create a little dent, maybe this area right here like so. And now you would think this is permanent, right? There's no way to return this back to its normal state. Well, according to AI, there's something we can do about it. So just like a magic trick, I'm going to take this cloth right here. I'm gonna put it over, and just so you guys could see, I mean, this is certainly a dent. Place it like so, and we're going to iron directly over that. Ironing over the wood. Okay, and now it's time for the reveal. Did we get rid of the dent or not? So there's the dent. So far, nothing. I'll give it some time. Maybe those fibers need to erect themselves. I'm gonna go directly on it this time. Maybe there's something to doing it directly on it. And let's look at what happens here. It is slightly raising. I don't know if it's just me, but that is slowly returning to normal. I bet if I go one more time, that thing's just gonna be completely raised. Here we go. All the heat. So the steam is gonna bring up all the wood fibers right here. And did AI save our piece of wood? We're gonna find out. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, it did. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is basically back to normal because I did a pretty big nick in it. Like so. I mean, you could kind of look at what that looks like and then ignore the discoloration because it obviously has some black, but it's much flatter than this one is. So I'm gonna have to say that AI was not lying on that one, and you could absolutely fix some wood furniture if you have an iron on hand. That's a cool one. Let me know if you guys tried that because I'm sure people can even do much more if you have like an even bigger dent. Very cool though. On to the next.
Hate ironing, but your favorite shirt is...
I do hate ironing.
Don't waste time setting up the ironing.
All right, what do we do here? Hang it in the shower?
Just toss the wrinkled shirt into your dryer along with 3 regular...
Put in the dryer with ice cubes?
For exactly 5 minutes. The ice melts...
Oh, that makes sense. It's gonna create a lot of steam. Yeah, instant blast of steam, pulling all the wrinkles out.
Immediately. This is just one of them.
This could be very cool. If this works, I have to give it up for AI. This is a very clever one. 5 minutes, couple ice cubes, and you could have the perfectly steamed shirt. It sounds great, but does it work? Let's find out. Okay guys, so we have a wrinkled shirt right here. Here's what it looks like. Tons of wrinkles on this guy. We're gonna get now 3 ice cubes, put it into the dryer, and these should disappear, according to the AI life hack. Let's get a couple of ice cubes. Perfect. 3 ice cubes. You guys are accessing a new room here. So here we have the dryer. So what I'm going to do, let's remove these and then throw in the 3 ice cubes. Put it on a high heat. Now we wait, and then after the 5 minutes, this thing should have 0 wrinkles. It's kind of similar when you're taking a shower and the hot steam just takes the wrinkles away from your clothes. It's the same idea, just with a lot of steam hitting the cotton. All right, so it's been a minute and it seems as if all the ice has melted because I no longer hear anything. So in 4 more minutes, it's gonna be a steamy hot shower in there and we're gonna pull out a perfect shirt. So it has officially been 5 minutes and we're gonna check on the shirt right now to see if there's any wrinkles. Ooh, I don't know if you guys could see it, but there's definitely a little bit of steam in here. And here we go, moment of truth. There's definitely some wrinkles still. Now it is less wrinkled than before, but there's still a considerable amount of wrinkles. So I'm a little bit suspicious on that. It's dry too, it's not like it's wet. I think that one's a scam. I think that one doesn't work. Sounds good in theory. You're better off just taking a shower, putting on a hanger, and then doing it the old fashioned way. So don't put ice cubes in your dryer. Okay, this is about bread.
Did a glass shatter? Press me just...
Slice of bread can pick up broken glass. That feels like it's right. It feels like that should work because I know that a potato can pick up glass. And white bread is basically the same thing, right? It's just like a moist starch. But let's just confirm it. We have some broken glass we have to pick up anyways. So if you need to pick up glass shards like I do right in front of me, get some white bread, open it up, take out a piece of white bread, and then you can pick up the glass. So it's basically like a glove. It's kind of dangerous pushing in on it. Ah, there we go. You know what, this is actually kind of working. So this is for the really tiny shards. You can use a piece of bread and basically collect them all, like a Pokemon. All right, so that actually is a really good way to pick up a lot of the small shards if glass breaks. You pick up the big ones with your hands, you be super careful, and then once they get too tiny and you feel weird touching them because you're not sure if it's gonna poke you or not, get a piece of white bread and do what I just did and you will be safe. And then you could have a glass sandwich. So that AI life hack is absolutely true. That works. Great job. Thank you. Okay, so here's some aluminum foil tricks that we're gonna check out here. Okay, so let's see what we can do with aluminum foil.
Fold me up a few times and cut through me.
Dull scissors so we could sharpen it. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. So we just have to cut through the foil and it's basically sharpening the scissors as we're cutting through. All right, that makes sense. Let's try this though. So here we have the magic aluminum foil that can apparently sharpen a scissor to the point where the scissor is even sharper than when I first got it. So I've had these scissors for maybe 6 months now, so I'm going to do a little practice test because we're gonna see how dull they are and if they could, without sharpening it, cut through 18 layers of paper towel. Okay. It could, but you saw the amount of effort. That was not smooth. That took about 7 seconds or so in order to get through. Now I'm going to sharpen them and we're gonna see how much quicker it's able to do it. So here we have the aluminum foil and I have to fold this about 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now this is gonna be 10 stacks of foil, surprisingly very solid. And now I'm just going to sharpen it by doing some cuts. It's basically like a donut for the scissors. Oh, I see some glistening, look at that. Now we're gonna run the test back. So am I able to cut through? Here it goes. That was easier. That was much easier. I think that works. As stupid as it sounds, that one actually works. It was considerably easier after I did a little bit of sharpening on the aluminum foil. Okay, aluminum foil, what do you got for me?
Curve me behind the router and I will...
Curve a piece of aluminum foil behind your router and you get better Wi-Fi? It sounds too good to be true, but I have to say it makes sense, right? Like all the waves will kind of like bounce off and they'll just go in the direction towards you. So you kind of like get rid of bad signal because the signal you could just direct wherever you want it. I'm excited. Let's try this. We're about to test whether or not the aluminum foil enhances your Wi-Fi. This could be pretty cool if you guys have unstable Wi-Fi in your house or if you're out in public and you want better Wi-Fi. Locate the router and then maybe just stack some aluminum foil next to it and you might have better internet. So I'm gonna take you into the secret room right here. You guys have very rarely see this, but I'm gonna take you in because I like you. I don't even know what's back here, to be honest with you guys. Here we go. There she is. So I believe this is the router. Now we're gonna run the base test to see what the internet speed is. And then I'm going to lay this out and we're gonna see if it's quicker. Okay, so I'm running the speed test first. This is what my download speed looks like. We basically have fiber optic. We're getting to about 850 megabits per second. 808 officially. Great, so now we've established baseline. Let's do some of this aluminum foil placements. And now we're gonna place this around like so. So now we have no wasted Wi-Fi waves. They're all just gonna be coming out this way. So right now I'm just getting penetrated with waves just into my calf. Now I'm gonna put my phone here and we're gonna jump from 808 to hopefully higher. So let's test it again. 808 is the number to beat. Now we did reach about 860. We topped out at that, but we are consistently staying higher here. Wait just a second. No way. 867, almost 10% better. I'm still a little bit suspicious, so I wanna wrap this entire thing in aluminum foil to see if it just blocks all the Wi-Fi waves. Because in theory, if this thing is helping, it should also be able to hurt. So I'm gonna wrap it entirely and we should get like a 0 download speed. The Wi-Fi is about to go out. Okay, so our jamming device is fully on. There's maybe like a little bit to emit from the bottom, but this thing should not be doing anything to 800s. So let's test it one more time. Okay, so we are running it and unfortunately, it looks like it's improving if anything. 867.68, so it was actually the fastest when we were suffocating it with aluminum foil. I don't know if more aluminum foil just equals better overall or what's going on, but I think I can confidently say that that is an absolute scam. Aluminum foil has absolutely no impact on your Wi-Fi speed. But now you know.
Microwave.
All right, let's see what we got here.
And mirrors scramble Wi-Fi signal. Keep your router far away from them entirely.
You're saying mirrors can mess up your Wi-Fi? Microwaves and TVs make sense, but mirrors? Okay, I'm gonna buy some mirrors. I wanna put it around my router and I wanna see if the Wi-Fi is actually affected. Because if you have mirrors or something near your Wi-Fi, maybe that's why it's slow. Okay, so we have 3 mirrors right here. Say hi to yourself, guys. And I'm going to put the router in between these mirrors because TVs make sense, appliances make sense, but mirrors, I guess like the Wi-Fi signals just go back and forth on the reflection and they can't actually get shot out so you can reach your phone or devices. So we're gonna set this up and see if the internet speed has worsened. So let's place him down here and we're basically gonna exercise him. Do a little bit of an exorcism here. Okay, so the exorcism is about to begin. We know from the other time that our baseline is somewhere in the mid 800s. So let's go ahead and run this again. Here we go. Unsurprisingly, the AI life hack was a fail. So mirrors do not influence Wi-Fi waves at all. Okay, WD-40, teach me something here.
Fix 2,000 problems.
You can fix 2,000 problems. Well, what are they?
For you. Sticker won't come off? Spray me on, wait 2 minutes.
Those stickers are really annoying to get off.
Residue, no ruins.
WD-40 is magic, you're saying? Those stickers, I've spent so much collective time of my life just trying to remove those stickers on like new appliances and stuff. You're telling me this entire time I could have just used WD-40? I think I have a can down here somewhere. We're gonna go ahead and try this. Hopefully this works, because this will be very useful for anybody who's watching. I really hope this one works, because how many times do you buy something and it has one of these stickers on it that is impossible to remove? And if you try to remove it, it just leaves leftover sticker and it's basically there forever. Well, with WD-40, apparently the sticker raises up and you're able to get rid of it immediately. So let's see if this works or not. I'm gonna spray a generous amount. The WD-40 should act as a lubricant and basically allow you to peel it right off. Let's see whether or not that's true. Okay, I mean, it is definitely making this a lot easier. That sticker was on there, and this is a sheet of metal, so who knows how long that sticker was there for. But with the WD-40, you can get off a large majority of it, and then I'm assuming you can basically just scratch off the rest of it. Yep, like so, and voila. So the sticker is off in less than 30 seconds with the WD-40, so in this case, that AI life hack was absolutely correct. That's actually quite useful. That's good to know. All right, WD-40, teach me something else.
Don't pull it. You'll rip the fibers out. Spray me on.
So you just spray WD-40 on gum and it just goes right out of the rug? That does not make a lot of sense to me, but let's see if it works. I've tried this previously with ice in a previous video and it didn't work whatsoever, so I'm not optimistic about this one. Can WD-40 remove gum from the carpet? I'm chewing gum right now. I'm gonna get a big wad of gum. There's the gum. Massage it into the fibers. Like, that is in there. This rug is ruined. This will never come off without actually pulling out the fibers. So now I have to spray it, wait 3 minutes, and then it claims that it will magically come up. Sprayed with the WD-40, now we wait 3 minutes. Okay, so it's been 1 minute. Looks like the gum is maybe absorbing some of the WD-40 along with the carpet fibers. I'm skeptical. I don't think this is gonna work, but I'm remaining a little bit optimistic. WD-40 is magic. 3 minutes have now passed, so I'm going to try to lift this up and see if it comes right off. Wait a second. I mean, this is already much better than what the ice was doing. Just the fact this big chunk came right up. Okay, all right. So I think I got up about 80% of it, which all things considered is not bad considering all I did was spray it with WD-40. This is better than the actual ice, which in theory should work to like rise the carpet fibers and like freeze the gum off. But no, 3 minutes of WD-40 basically does the same exact thing. But you probably just scrub the rest of it off. I'm actually really impressed with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that that AI life hack absolutely works. So that is a working one, not 100%, but good enough where probably your best case scenario if you have to get gum off your rug.
I'm Rice.
I'm Rice. I can do way more than fill your stomach. Well, that's like mainly what you're good for though, no? Like that's a pretty big thing.
Pour me into a cotton
Pour me into a cotton sock?
Seconds might.
Microwave?
Heating pad for sore necks.
And you have a heating pad? I will say a good heating pad is hard to come by. So if they're telling me I could just put a bunch of rice into a cotton sock and then all of a sudden I have the world's greatest heating pad, I'm gonna believe them. Will it actually work or will my faith fall short? We're about to find out. So if you're hurting and you need a heating pad, maybe on your back, maybe somewhere on your stomach, all you have to do is get some rice, take off your sock, fill the sock up with rice, and then tie a little knot, and then you're gonna put it in the microwave for 90 seconds. 90 seconds, the perfect amount of time to clean up all the rice that you spill while you put this together. 2, 1, great. Let's see if our heating pad works. Ooh, okay. AI was cooking with this one. The sock is steaming. This is very cool. Okay, this actually might have good utility. If you guys need a heating pad, just find some rice, find a sock, throw it in, and this is what you got. All right, kudos to the AI life hack right there. That one absolutely works, and that one's very cool. Dr. Donnie, who's almost certainly not a doctor because it's an AI account, says, "Did you know that?" And then I see a very cute banana, so I want to see
I'm
this.
just a normal banana until you drop me in sparkling water with a splash of beetroot juice. Give me 15 minutes. My peel turns neon pink, and my flesh tastes exactly
No
like
way.
bubblegum.
Like bubblegum? I can make a pink banana? Why isn't everybody doing this? And tastes like bubblegum? I mean, I'm not like the biggest bubblegum fan, but I'm trying this one. So can you turn a banana bubblegum pink by just putting it in a jar with sparkling water? That wasn't supposed to happen. I'm guessing the sparkling water is gonna just like break down the properties of the banana. We're gonna break the banana open, put the banana in, and then we're gonna put in a pinch of beet juice. Okay, now we let it sit for 15 minutes, and when we come back, it's supposed to not only be pink, but also taste like bubblegum. We'll see if AI's lying to us or not. Okay, it's been 15 minutes, so we're gonna check on our banana in here. We're gonna see 1, if it's pink, and 2, if it tastes like bubblegum. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It actually does have a little pink glow to it. That could just be with the red suds on it, but I'm excited to pull it out to see this color. Ooh, we have a pink banana. This thing is actually pink. Whoa, okay, so the beet juice actually ended up changing the color of the banana, so it is pink all the way through. I even mushed in a little bit and you still see a lot of pink. So we have a pink banana on our hands, and how about the taste? That taste is disgusting. That is not bubblegum. But at the very least, we do have a pink banana. So AI was partially right on that one. I'm gonna give them the full yes though, because it is cool to see a pink banana. Beet juice plus sparkling water plus banana equals disgusting, but also pink. Okay, what do we got here?
Right now, I just look like a regular pear. Pretty
You don't just look like it, you are a regular pear.
Let me sit in an ice bath with some strong black tea.
An ice bath in black tea and you turn purple cap. Obviously not going to work. 1000% not going to work. You are not going to turn purple. I could be wrong though. I don't want to speak out of pocket, so let's go ahead and try this. So can a pear truly turn purple by just soaking itself in black tea? Let's find out. So I have a highly concentrated tea beneath me. We have a perfectly fine green/yellow pear. Boink, he is now submerged in there, and I'm going to drown him for about 5 minutes, and he should turn purple. I'm not sure what chemistry is happening that turns green/yellow into purple. I don't think that's possible, but I trust AI, or do I? We don't know. Let's find out in like 5 minutes. Okay, let's check on our pear here. Is it purple? Doesn't look to be, but you can't judge a book by its cover. Here we go. So this is what the pear looks like. So no change whatsoever. I'm gonna take a bite of it though, because I feel like maybe it's infused with tea now, so it could have a different taste. Okay, I think that's my first time ever trying a pear. It's like an apple on steroids. I actually like it. But it did not in fact turn purple. So that AI life hack is not true. Do not do that. You could do it, you're just gonna waste your time. Okay, what do we got here?
Watermelon here.
Want to try a crazy science experiment?
Yeah, I'll try one.
Baking soda and a squeeze of fresh lime.
Baking soda and lime.
Still juicy, and suddenly I've got that sweet, tangy pineapple flavor. Yeah, I know.
This is not gonna work. I'm just saying this at the outset. I'm not able to change the color from red to yellow just from a little baking soda and lime. It doesn't work like that, but we're still gonna try it because I wanna show you guys that this is absurd. AI is lying to you. We're gonna see whether or not it's possible to make a golden watermelon. So we're gonna start by opening up the watermelon. Great, and we're gonna cut ourselves a piece. And then we're gonna run this experiment. So we're gonna put on a generous amount of baking soda. Then we're gonna squeeze some lime on it. Let's see if this reaction, turns it yellow. Something's happening. There is an acidic reaction happening. And it says it kind of makes it taste sweet like a pineapple. Massage that in a little bit. And there is no change in the color. But how about the taste? It tastes like baking soda. Oh, does not work. Put it in that column.
I'm a green zucchini. Usually
green zucchini.
But leave me in the microwave for 5 minutes with a cinnamon.
And what's gonna happen?
I turn bright orange and become the absolute sweetest pumpkin puree. Test it and watch.
Gosh, this is so dumb. I'm losing brain cells. We know that's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna try it for you guys. AI can't keep getting away with this. So according to that AI life hack, this zucchini is about to turn into a pumpkin, and all we have to do is put it into the microwave, throw 2 sticks of cinnamon next to it, and then let it cook for 5 minutes. This would be cool. The other ones are just changing the color. This one, we're just transforming the entire fruit. It's going from a zucchini into a pumpkin. Our zucchini's letting out a massive fart right now. All the steam and moisture, I think, is getting out of it. So it's been about half the time. It kind of does smell like a pumpkin. They did call it like a pumpkin puree, and it is giving that smell a little bit, but I wanna see if it does any of that orange color promise that it gave us. Right now, from the looks of it, I don't think so, but we still have 2 minutes. Okay, I'm hoping to see an orange pumpkin. Why am I let down again? Looks exactly like it did when I first put it in. No noticeable change to the zucchini. Still has its deep green color. Maybe the inside is orange, so I'm gonna give it benefit of the doubt and cut through here. And it's not. That one was an absolute waste. That AI life hack does not work, unfortunately, because I was very excited about that one. Let me give it a taste though, because maybe it still does taste like a pumpkin. Not even 1%. All right, rubber band, what do we got here?
Baby sleeping and the door keeps clicking? Wrap me in an
Oh, that's kind of cool.
knobs over the latch. The door closes.
You know what? That actually feels useful. It is annoying when you're shutting a door and it's like, boom, and then it just shuts. Everyone's looking like, oh, who just left here? So if I'd put rubber bands on the door, we eliminate that problem. Apparently. I don't want to speak too soon. It's AI, so they could be lying. So does a rubber band actually minimize the sound when it comes to closing a door? Well, let's do this real quick. So first off, loud. Now, we have the rubber band exactly as they said, crossed, and it's right here, so it should be muting a lot of the sound when I shut it. Wait a second, without it, loud. With it, not as loud. Who would have thought one silly little rubber band can absorb all the sound if you put it on your door? That's a cool one. It definitely looks stupid, like I wouldn't really do this, but if you do really need to minimize the sound in your house, you have babies sleeping or something, it's not a bad shout to put one of these on your door handles. All right, that's a bit of a jump scare, but we have mud right there.
Don't panic and dig around blindly.
Okay, if you drop your ring in mud, bag of water, and then what? Okay, so they didn't show it, but it looks as if you're able to basically press a bag of water into mud, and it shows you kind of clearly what's beneath it, so you could find a ring. This actually could be useful. I think this will work, but let's go ahead and try it. So this AI life hack said that you could find any piece of lost jewelry, like a ring, for instance, in the mud if you happen to drop it in there by doing the following. So first, we need to create a little bit of mud. Spicy mud. Look at that. Oh, I just got married. Congratulations. Oh no, what happened to my ring? It's in the mud. How do I find it? Well, have no fear. Plastic bag filled with water is here. And what you're supposed to do is this. Oh look, I literally found it immediately. And there you have it. So you can kind of just like do a little bit of that, grab it through the bag, bring it up, and then without even getting dirty, I have recovered my ring. Pretty nifty. So if there's a bigger mud pile, I'm sure this could be helpful for some people. Okay, so the AI life hack in this case was completely true. That's a good one.
If chewing gum is stuck to your blanket, don't yank me and ruin the fabric.
Chewing gum on rug, lemon juice.
Lift and scrape.
The amount of different things I've tried already to remove gum, it's insane. We're gonna try it with lemon juice. I also think it's really funny how there's the Gemini logo here in the corner. Like they're so just like unashamed about the fact that they're just using these AI generated videos, but all will be forgiven if it works. So before we tried the WD-40 and actually did a pretty decent job of getting the gum out, but how about now lemon juice? So I have a fresh lemon right here. I'm chewing some gum. We have the same exact rug right here. Get that in there. Yep, oh, that is in there. That is not removing itself deep into the fibers, unless you have lemon juice. So let's squeeze that all on it, double time. And we're gonna wait a few minutes and we're gonna try to lift it up. Let's see if this AI life hack is true. Okay, so it's officially been 3 minutes. Now we're gonna try to lift this up and see if it's better than the WD-40. Does lemon juice get the gum out? Well, guys, it doesn't appear so. Nope, and now your rug smells like lemon. So that one absolutely doesn't work. Another terrible AI life hack. All right, guys, well, that was a lot of fun. Let me know which one of these life hacks was your favorite. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, be sure to click here, click here. Otherwise, subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.